Alright guys, so Happy New Year. I know it's been a long time, so it's probably a really late Happy New Year, but I was on vacation and stuff like that, so I didn't really have the time to go ahead and make a video for you guys, but here I am and I'm back. And today, I have a really easy but really fooling trick. So yeah, let's just get straight into the card trick. Alright guys, so here's going to be the performance for this super easy yet super fooling trick. Alright, so I'm going to start off with a few shuffles. Make sure that the cards are thoroughly mixed. And maybe give it some overhand shuffles like this as well. Perfect. Then I'm going to spread out the cards. The spectator will get a free choice of any card they would like. Let's just say to pick out this one right over here. And for this trick, since it's not a trick where I have to guess what the card is, it actually doesn't matter if I go ahead and see it. So perfect, Queen of Hearts. All right, what an easy card to remember here. And so perfect, Queen of Hearts. All right, now I'm gonna take this Queen of Hearts, and here's what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna go ahead and take it, and you'll realize that I have a card box here that is empty. The spectator can go ahead and check in here. It is absolutely empty. I'm going to take the Queen of Hearts and place it inside the card box and leave it there for the rest of the trick in plain sight. Now, I'm going to pick my own card, but before we do that, we're going to shuffle the cards again. Alright, that was a horrible shuffle. Let's try again. Alright. Now, I'm going to give the cards a few cuts, just like that. And let's just say this card right over here is going to be my card. So, let's go ahead and have a look at what this card is. It is the Eight of Spades. Alrighty. So, the Eight of Spades is my card. The Queen of Hearts is your card. Okay. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this Eight of Spades. Alright. I'm going to place it down like this. And we actually don't need the rest of the cards anymore. So, now, let's go give it a really quick recap. We shuffled the cards, you picked out any card, you picked the Queen of Hearts, I placed it in the box, and then I picked a random card and it was the Eight of Spades and I set it down here. Right? Simple. Watch. When I snap my fingers, you'll realize that these two cards will swap positions. I have the Queen of Hearts, and if you take a look at the card inside the box this entire time, you'll realize that it is the Eight of Spades. And that was the card trick. If you liked it, stick around for the tutorial. Alright guys, so this trick is actually incredibly easy to do, and it is really fooling, as you can tell that if I had the Eight of Spades picking out in the deck, there's no way I could have swapped it inside the box. So it is very fooling, and it is extremely easy. So you are going to need a little bit of a gimmick here, but it's not even a gimmick, okay? You're gonna need these two cards right over here. Alright, you need a duplicate of the same card. And I know some people might think, okay, where am I going to get a duplicate? You can just simply buy two decks of cards, and for this trick, pick out a card from the other deck. They have to be the same deck of cards, so the back and the fronts are matching. And you can just take that card out from the other packet and place it inside this packet for this trick, and then go ahead and place one of the cards back. And so you still have two different cards. You can still do this trick. Alright, so with your duplicate, you're going to go ahead and place both of them on top, and that is going to be your setup. Oh, and also, you're going to need a card box, but if you don't want a card box, you really don't have to. You can go ahead and place the card inside the spectator's hands if you want, but I like to do it with a card box. Alright, so let's just get straight into how this trick is done. So, in the beginning, you're going to shuffle the cards, and you're going to shuffle the cards, but make sure that you're placing the top two cards where they are, okay? So the Eight of Spades, you want to maintain that on top. So you want to shuffle the cards, and then make sure that there's a packet of cards on top, and they will be the two Eight of Spades. Okay, you can go ahead and give it a few overhand shuffles, but all you do is you go ahead and take some cards from the middle, maybe 1/3 of the cards from the middle. Don't take it from the top or from the bottom. You want to just take it from the middle. All right, make sure that there's more than 2 cards over here, and you want to take them out, and you want to just drop them randomly on top. And that will make sure that these 2 cards don't get mixed up. Okay. Now, after you're done, you're gonna spread out the cards, and this spectator choice is actually no force at all. So you have not done any sleight of hand so far, and you're just gonna have them select any card that they would like, and I just say, okay, it's a 7 of spades, perfect. You're going to explain to them that for this card trick, you're not going to try to guess what the card is, so it doesn't matter if you see it. Now, as you're doing so, you're going to misdirect them. Everybody's going to be looking at this card, so you're going to say something like, maybe something like, remember this card. If you forget this card, the trick is over, or something like that. And so they will go ahead and keep looking at this card, and as they're doing so, you're going to flip over the top card and perform a wrist kill. That is all you're going to do, okay? You're going to go ahead and flip the card over and wrist kill. Oh, and also one more thing, you're going to wrist kill and catch a break. Just push off pinky break like so. So you're going to push it off and stick your pinky in there. I've mentioned this move before in my previous video, so I'm not going to go too in depth of it, but you're just going to push it off and stick your, or I use my ring finger, it doesn't matter, but you're going to catch a break like that. You're going to come back with your wrist facing down, and you're going to take the 7 of spades, turn it over, and just slide it in, and then turn your wrist over. So now you're in the perfect position for a double lift. You're going to go ahead and say this card right over here. You're going to double lift, and this card right here is actually going to be the duplicate that you had. But they don't know. They think this is the card that they chose, and you're going to stick it inside the box. So now half of the trick is already over. The second half is also really easy. You want to go ahead and say, I want to shuffle the cards a bit more, and you're going to use the same exact shuffle technique you used at first, because you need the top 2 cards to be in the same order. You're going to maintain these top 2 cards. And also for the overhand shuffle, right? Same technique. So now, you should have the spectator's card on top. Your duplicate card second. Okay? Now you're going to say, I'm going to go ahead and cut to a random place, and I'm going to choose a card. So this is the second sleight of hand move that you have to do. You're going to go ahead and transfer the deck into this grip with your thumb and middle right here. And your index will go ahead and take about half the cards like this. So you're going to separate the packet with your index, just like that. And you're going to take this packet with your left hand. You're going to repeat the same motion with your right hand and take it, and this time as you're taking this packet, you want to go ahead and catch a break like that under this packet. And with the final packet, here's what you're going to do. You're going to go ahead and do a motion like this, and then just place it down. You don't have to do anything other than this. You just sort of do this motion, place it down. You had a break over here, so you're going to lift everything above your break, place it down, and take this packet, place it on top. All of those cuts did nothing to the deck of cards. It is still in the exact same order. Okay? But if you do it fast, it actually looks extremely convincing that you're just cutting to a random place in the deck. Just like that. And now you're going to say, okay, this card is going to be my card. You're going to go ahead and take this first card out. And as you're saying this, you're going to catch another break like this. Alright? So just push off, break. You're going to take this card, place it on top, and you're in the position for a double lift again. You're going to double lift and say, 8 of spades. That is going to be my card. Okay? You're going to double lift this card back, and the trick is practically over. You take this card, place it on the table, and obviously, if you snap, this card is going to be the card that the spectator picked, and the card that you just showed them, the 8 of spades, is actually on top of the cards right here. So make sure to sort of get rid of it if you want the spectator to check over the cards, examine the cards after the trick. But yeah, you're gonna pull out the cards from the box and obviously it is going to be the 8 of spades, and it has the effect that the cards just switched places. Okay, and that is the super easy trick that fools so much people. And yeah, that is going to be it for this video, and see you guys in the next one.